Hello, welcome back. It's Shanette and Sweeties. Hello, sweethearts. It's been a minute since y'all seen or heard from us. A lot has changed. Today, it's not really a food mukbang, but instead it's going to be a tell-all mukbang. But while I'm doing this, I got, don't judge me. I'm from Georgia, remember. I got Vienna sausage, Texas Pete hot sauce. Really don't care. Hot sauce to me. I don't care for a lot of it. And then I have Twister. Ain't nothing like good old juice or water. Well, today's mukbang's gonna be part one, for probably at least two, maybe three. About 4 or 5 months ago, uh, my sweetie, my wife, asked if I would mind doing like a tell-all. And when she asked me, of course, I was like, yeah. But afterwards, I was kind of like, what? Well, to tell all, she wanted me to talk about I'm a recovering alcoholic. And been alcoholic for a good, well, since we've been together, 12 years. And she's seen, the worst of the worst with my drinking and the aftermath along with my kids. So with that being said, I definitely haven't been, or definitely wasn't the best mother, sister, daughter, but most importantly, I wasn't the best partner that I could have been. I'm getting ready to retire. Have like right at a month before I go on terminal leave. 23 years, 4 months, 19 days, all active in the Army. So, stopped drinking about 2 years ago. Had some relapses, but it wasn't, full blown on drinking. Definitely do not want to drink anymore. I barely can stand the thought of drinking and alcohol, which is a good thing. I have PTSD. Started dealing with that 2 years ago. And a lot of the reason why I was drinking was to cope with the PTSD. Very angry. Angry, anxiety, depressed, and pretty much just isolated. Just wanted, to be by myself. It was all about me. I recently got finished with a partial hospitalization program. I was there for 30 days to work on my PTSD. Well, like I said, which is encompasses anger, anxiety, and depression. Like I say, I haven't been the best person in general. I've been very selfish. Didn't know how to communicate. And by me not knowing how to communicate, I acted out in anger and pretty much didn't put nobody else's feelings before my own. And that was very wrong of me to do that. Like I say, my wife definitely caught a brunt of it, a lot of it, and my kids, especially my son, Thaddeus. Still a work in progress, but I can tell you I'm not the same Shanette I was a month ago, and definitely not the same person I was 6 months ago. It takes a lot to look in the mirror at yourself and sit up there and, can admit that, you was wrong and you was the problem. I have a lot of pride. The military, they train you to put on this shield and, just numb to a lot of feelings. And, that's how I was. Growing up in a domestic abusive household, wasn't showed how to show affection or love. Love was just something that everyone we knew. We didn't tell each other we loved them a lot. No hugging, no kissing, none of that. And of course, I took it to my relationship and my marriage. Things that I'm going through right now, it's totally my fault. I take 100% of the blame. Scared, fearful, scared of failing. And the easiest way I knew was to just push people away, because that's what I've always done for at least the last 23 years, which I've been in the military, mainly my entire life. Because if you don't have feelings, you numb and you block everything off. But it's not fair when you have people that really genuinely love and care for you. It's better late than never. Sometimes it can be too late. But I do want to apologize from the bottom of my heart to my wife, Teresa, my kid, Shania, Andrea, Andriana, Shania, Thaddeus, and Andrene. I can't make up the past, but I can definitely make the future better, and that's what I am going to do. Like I say, been in the military, finna retire. Never been a civilian. Been in the Army, 1 week after I graduated high school. Been an alcoholic. Like I say, I was mainly angry. I expressed my emotions and my feelings with my fists because I didn't know how to talk. I love, but I didn't know how to show my love. And, like they say, you reap what you sow. So, now I got my big girl panties on and I don't have to deal with it. PTSD is real. Been told for the longest, you're alcoholic, you need to get some help. The Army don't mess you up. I knew it, but it's a stigma. You got to maintain that, you're in the Army, you got to, keep this tough guy, gal look. And I did. And I did was the easiest thing to me, and she's been pretty much what I've seen growing up my entire life, and that's alcohol. Alcohol numbs everything. Once you numb, you don't feel, you just like away from the world. But I will say this, mental health is serious. Mental health is serious. I had a mental breakdown June 7th. I felt alone, like I didn't have any control over anything. And once again, I reverted to what I know best, and that's anger. I did not drink, and I think that kind of made it worse, but I needed to deal with it sober. Took that whole weekend. Said some horrible things to my wife. Thank God I was in the partial hospitalization program. Because Monday I was able to, go and talk about it and get some skills and ways on how to deal with it to be a better person, handle it, different. But PTSD, I would tell anybody, if you need help, get it. If you need help, get it. The best thing I could have done today was stop drinking. The second best thing was for me to go in the partial hospitalization. I did not want to go there because don't want to be labeled you crazy. But at the same time, I seen the havoc that it was causing and putting on my family. Like I said, I'm finna transition to a civilian. I'm finna lead the only life I know, and that's the military. So I gotta learn how to write my first name first instead of last name first. I have to learn how to do the date, write the date, meaning the month, date, day and year instead of the day, month, year. Little things like that. Structure. It's a different animal that I'm stepping into, but I'm ready for this new chapter of my life. Like I said, I made some mistakes. Tell all, I was alcoholic. I was very, very, very not pleasant person to be around. So like I say, you make your bed, you have to lay in it eventually. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing now. It's my healing. This video, They said my wife had asked me to do a tell-all. And I was like, yeah, okay. But deep down inside, I was like, I wasn't ready. Because I don't like, who likes to talk about the bad side of them? Nobody. So, but I've been thinking, doing a lot of self-reflection, a lot of self-recovery, self-healing. Talked to my therapist today, and she asked me to start doing more things that I like, and I like doing this. I think my experience can help. If it just helped one person, I've accomplished a lot. Alcohol, it would destroy you, financially, mainly emotionally and verbally. I used to drink till I passed out, blacked out. It's a good part of my life that I do not remember. We'll wake up the next morning and just know everybody in the house is mad at me. Don't know why. But I was like, okay, must have got drunk. My heaviest drinking, I was spending like 120, 140 a week on alcohol. Wasn't worried about what the kids was gonna eat. Wasn't paying bills unless it was the rent and a light bill because I wanted my TV. And that's pretty much it. Just made sure I had my alcohol, and my alcohol was liquor. I drink anything, white, brown, it didn't matter. I had beer, but only if that's the only and last option. So I'm excited for this next chapter. I'm a little anxious too, because I'm doing this sober, but I'm proud of myself because I did it all by myself. And I think that's the most important thing for me, is that I didn't depend on no one. For years, I always depended on my wife, Teresa Davis, because she's always been my backbone. She's been my rock, and she never left my side. And I pretty much treated her like crap. Not intentionally, but I did. At the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. So I sincerely, genuinely apologize to you. My kids, same way. My son told me that he was ready to graduate high school and go to college. He wasn't planning on talking to me ever again. I didn't know that until like about 2-3 weeks ago. He told me that. My daughter, Shania, she told me that I was about to lose a daughter because it was that bad. Like I had my household in a whole uproar because of my drinking and my actions once I was intoxicated. And my wife, I just wasn't there as a partner. I was not. Love her to pieces. I love her to death and to life. I just didn't know how to show it. I can't blame nobody. I'm not going to blame nobody, because she definitely showed myself, the family, and myself. And I just wasn't reciprocating it. So I totally blame myself. Yeah, I'm in recovery. I'm in therapy still. Like I said, just got out of the partial hospitalization about 2 weeks ago now. It was the best program. I don't like opening up and talking, especially to strangers, but the group was amazing. So Mr. Marcus, Miss Janice, shout out to y'all. Y'all a great group. So alcoholism is real. It's a drug. It's an addiction. So somebody telling you alcoholic, probably 9 times out of 10 you are. And my number one thing is, if somebody tell you you're drunk and your first line is, I ain't drunk or I'm not drunk, you drunk and you probably alcoholic. Life is too short. It's 2020. The world is crazy right now. So if you have family and loved ones that love you, please love on them. Tell them you love them every day. I've made a conscious effort to tell the people in my life I love them on a daily basis, because you never know, you'll be here today and gone tomorrow. I'm gonna keep them short and keep it sweet. Guess I'll go eat my Vienna sausage and hot sauce is really, really good. And drink my juice. Juice and water is the way to go. It's hot. I'm up in Virginia. It's hot. Like I said, a lot of things have changed, including I'm going natural with the hair. I do need some advice. I need some good edge control. Don't mind the grays. They stubborn. That's wisdom. I'm a firm believer in that. I love my grays. Like I said, click like, share, hit that bell thing so it go bing, 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 so you know the notification. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching Shawnette and Sweetie. Till next time, y'all be blessed and spread love. Peace.